Well, good evening, everyone, and welcome along to the Studio Rats Live Q&A number 106. My name's James Ivy.
Apple Drew.
That must have been a good one. Must have been a good week, mate, because you've gone round about 3 times there.
It hasn't been a good week, but it's been. I thought I'd make some effort because I think last week cheered me up. Last week doing this cheered me up, so I thought.
Good. I don't mind that.
Yeah.
One and all, you are always very welcome along to our weekly dust up on the interwebs. Traditionally, we start by finding out, because I've been up to my neck in stuff I'll tell you about shortly. But Mr. Drew, what have y'all been up to?
I've got loads of new toys.
Ooh, we like toys.
I ordered some new. I think that's what I do. I think I there's probably some condition that I've got.
Gas.
Yeah, apart from gas, is in case anyone doesn't know what that is, it's gear acquisition syndrome. But I think when I go, I don't know what to do anymore. I'm a bit bored. I'm a bit, sort of don't know what to do. So I just go, I'll buy some, I'll buy and sell some gear, and it sort of sparks you up again. You get excited about things.
I think that's your thing, isn't it? You're quite happy to pass stuff off, but pass stuff on.
Yeah. There's certain things I wouldn't. There's definitely certain things that I wouldn't, but there's certain things that I would. Hold on, looks like guitar's about to fall over.
Ooh.
It's all right. So I've got a new guitar we can talk about tonight. Got the Kemper. We'll talk about that a little bit later.
Indeed.
What else? Did a couple of gigs over the weekend, Friday and Saturday night.
About your gigage, because I was asked to do one of them and couldn't because of a part of the story I'm going to tell you.
Well, you were asked to do the one that. Well, it was. Well, should we talk about this later? Because I think it's going to be quite a long story, and it's quite funny. I think it's quite funny anyway.
All right. Well, you come back to yours later.
So go on. What have you been up to?
So we could talk about shed building, but it's going to involve the ground and concrete and sub base and all that sort of stuff. But today, a tipper lorry arrived and dumped 17 tons of Type 1 aggregate on my drive.
Right.
Which is quite a lot of material. But bless them, my builders, it's all in the hole and they're whacking it out as we speak. Well, not right now, but they'll be.
Wait, in your back garden?
Yeah, whacking it down in my back garden.
Jesus, you said whacking it out, which I think something.
I did say whacking it out. I should say whacking it down.
It's and everything.
Yeah, and then concrete tomorrow, or then some concrete tomorrow, then all the blinding and stuff, and then the metal work, and then the concrete next week. So basically, by Thursday next week, the base should be done. That's BASE, not BASS, and then the good fun stuff starts. Hopefully.
Nice. Oh, that's exciting. Yeah. See, that's the bit that I'm going to find exciting. All this base stuff, I'm just not.
But we've seen enough episodes of Grand Designs to know that it's so important to get the groundwork right, because if you don't, it just messes up the rest of the project. So, yeah, I mean, actually, fortunately, thus far, we've had really good weather. I know we're looking at a couple of days of storms over the weekend.
Are we?
We've had Father's Day, mate. It's going to be.
What?
I know, sucks, doesn't it? However, over the weekend, I was in the beautiful city of Barcelona.
Lovely.
Working, of course. I think I was actually in Barcelona for less than 36 hours.
Right.
Which is a bit poor. But let me tell you my story of woe.
Ooh.
It all starts when they started booking flights, and I ended up at the wrong airport. I ended up at Girona Airport rather than
Girona.
Indeed, rather than the main Barcelona airport,
right.
Which put me an hour and a half on the bus away from where I needed to be. So when the competition ended, and I basically did the fastest pack down I've ever done, and I said at 5 o'clock, right, I'm off, because if I miss the first bus, there's one more after that, and I miss my flight. So anyway, got there, had time to kill, went to go through security, and I heard my name called.
Oh no.
And I thought, what have I done? I haven't lost my passport.
You didn't get anything checked, did you again? Not again, Jane. You didn't get anything checked.
And they tried to bump me to the next day's flight.
Who did? Oh,
O'Leary Airways.
Really? Oh no.
So I said quite loudly, no, you can't get. I've got to get on this flight. It's my kid's birthday tomorrow, which it was on Sunday. There was no way I was missing that. And I said it very loudly, so everyone else in the queue realised that it's terrible. They're trying to get off the flight, and they're trying to stayed on the flight, got home. The flight was an hour and a half late. The queues at Stansted for passport control were as long as anything I've ever seen at LAX.
Oh gosh, really? Oh my word, that's hot. Remember thoughts of that again.
So I finally got out to the exit of the airport at 1:45 a.m.
Oh, what time did you arrive?
Got as in what time did I get to the airport?
Yeah.
About 12:30.
Oh man.
Right. So to find no taxis, not a taxi. Went to the taxi office. He said, "Oh, I haven't got anything till 4:00."
Oh no.
So do you know what I did?
No.
I walked it.
Good man.
I walked home 10 k's, an hour and 10 minutes.
Nice one. Hey, that was good.
But
you're doing well with that. 10k. That's good.
Proper route march.
No, good.
I'd
have enjoyed that as well.
I kind of did. It was a bit chilly until I got going and warmed myself up. But yeah, it
nice one.
Yes, an interesting end to And this week I've actually I managed to at least get one video done this week between stopping for builders and deliveries and stuff. It's scary, but hey, we'll come back to gig stories later. Let's get on with the greetings and salutations.
Hey, I would like to say. Oh no, go on. We'll talk about this in a minute.
All right.
Safi, good evening and hello. Good evening, Safi. Petmox is in the house. Evening, gents. Evening, Pet. Howdy, y'all. Another wonderful day to be alive. I never know if K. Michael P is being sarcastic.
I think the answer is just yes.
It is. Greetings, folks. Greetings, Marky Effects.
I have posted the links to join the show, so if anybody wants to, they are more than welcome to join us.
Keep it clean. Andy Guitar Live. Good evening, all. Evening, Andy Guitar.
All
right. Stephen James in the house. G'day, guys from Brisbane. Gal 7615. Evening, guys. Hope you're well, and to you, mate. K. Michael P. Oh no, here we go again. Paul's going to flip over the building. I'm guessing that's my spinny thing.
Yes. No, you'll flip over my building, as in my building works.
Oh, I see. Yes.
It is dull, but it's really important to get it right.
No, it's just this stage of it is dull. It's just this stage of it is dull. When the building, I'll be well excited. Yeah. Zach Wish. Hey guys, just wanted to say love the channel. Cheers, Zach.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Dave McQuillan says, good evening, guys. Hope you're having a great week. And to you, Dave. Where's your Highland Plectrum Company logo gone? You like that?
I quite like that stripy Jag, though.
You too, yeah. Mendel Rocks. Evening all. Evening, Mendel Rocks. I have an idea. Hi, guys. New guitar today. I just grabbed one of those Fender Nashville Telecasters. Nice. It's like 2 guitars in one. Yeah, brilliant.
Very nice.
Good job. Yeah, it's a really useful guitar, that. Shep Shepard. Evening all. Out and about tonight. The lady of the house is playing hockey. Nice. So may drop in and out. Okay, mate. Nice one. You're more than welcome. In and out, whatever you need.
No, sorry. I'm sorry. It moved.
Chris P says, evening all. In and out tonight. Packing car for Isle of Wight Festival. Are you playing or just going to view? Who's playing? Do you know?
I do, but I can't remember who's headlining it. It's all good people. You know,
right, nice.
It's a good year this year.
A little bit has been though. It tends to be a little bit on the.
Yeah, I don't mind that though. To be honest,
no, I don't mind it at all. No, and I don't mean that isn't. I mean, it sounds like an insult, doesn't it? But like vintage acts, I should say.
Yes, I'd rather that. I think.
Yeah, nice. Evening, Chris Williams. Mendel Rocks says, question for Paul: are you thinking of yet revisiting the Quad Cortex? Would like you to follow the excellent Matches Kemper profile video. I don't have a Kemper. Do you know what? When I was sort of thinking of getting one of these, I was looking around. There aren't any Quad Cortexes about at the moment for sale.
Funny that.
Yeah, no. Well, it seems that they can't produce them quick enough, which is great for them. So I was thinking that I was trying to decide what to do between the Kemper and the Quad Cortex because I wanted to get some sort of profiler. Possibly. I mean, I'd never say never because I think, I've had 3 Kempers, so If you want, I don't know where you're based, Mendel Rocks, but if you're fairly local and you want to come and profile it, you're more than welcome.
Cool.
But I've got to be honest, the we'll talk about it in a minute, but the profile of the match list is just like,
I was impressed, I have to admit.
Yeah, it just sounds like the match list. It's great. Farid H is evening, guys. Evening, Farid. Alan Rice, evening, guys. Evening, Alan. I'll go back to Alan. I see his guitar. It's a nice telly, isn't it? What's that got? Yeah. Is that got like a? Can't work out the bridge on that. Maybe it's like a modern bridge on it. I like it.
Yeah.
Sebastian B. Hello. Where would you put an overdrive preamp pedal in the signal chain? First drive or last drive before reverb and delay? Oh, that's a really good question. Depends how you're using it, I would say. If you're using it as a preamp, always on type pedal, you'd probably have it first in the chain.
Yeah, certainly early doors.
Yeah, depends. I mean, I tend to do it sort of fairly standard. If you have it as an overdrive pedal, I tend to do it fairly sort of standard, where I have low gain going into higher gain.
Mm-hmm. Yes, me too.
Yeah, I think it's. There are some people that don't do that, but I mean, I'd have a boost. I'd personally have a boost before it, and a compressor if you use compressors, something like that. Depends. I think it depends if you're using. What is the pedal? Let us know what the pedal is, and I'll have a think.
Yeah.
And what sort of style of music you do as well. Sarcastic me, you've got to be kidding.
Moi.
Evans Brissino, I'm going to guess.
Yep.
I haven't butchered your name. Thanks for your videos. I really appreciate it. Oh, cheers, Evans. I'm glad you get something out of it, mate. Alan Rice, third to give you a thumbs up. Come on, people, they deserve it. Ah, cheers, Alan. Yeah, that's nice. Yeah, give us a nice thumbs up. I said it in the video for the first time today as well. I've done a video for tomorrow that's getting released tomorrow.
Cool.
Give us a thumbs up because it helps. I like that. I like that amp, that Larry amp.
That
looks snaky skin.
It looks kind of 3-channely, kind of.
Definitely, yes, definitely a 3-channel, isn't it?
Very nice.
Like evening, all Daver. Pet Moxie says, "Did you guys see TPS meets Crowded House? Some impressive gear." Wow.
I was just telling Paul that I've just watched it, and I'm a Crowded House super fan, so that was it was like essential viewing, essential reading, whatever the term is. Yeah, really, really interesting. And Neil Finn just comes across as such a lovely guy.
Yeah, it's great. Do you know I was in a studio in London. I can't remember the name of the studio now, and we were doing some stuff with a guy called Born Merriam, who's a Belgian guy.
Mm-hmm.
And Neil Finn was in the studio next door. Was in like, we were in Studio B, he was in Studio A. And you could hear what was going on, and it sounded so good.
Yeah, just, great songs and great arrangements just ooze out of that man's pores.
Oh, he's such a talented bloke. Such a talented bloke. No, I haven't seen it yet, but that is definite watching. It's nice that they do it. I think that's a nice change of the normal videos that they do.
Yeah. And they're connected up to the Gazoot, so they can get in touch with those guys.
Aren't they just? Yeah. But they're great, they're really good. I think they're really endearing, both of them. Zach Wish says, "Curious about your thoughts on low passing guitars. Do you find yourself rolling off the top end and then adding some back in?" Yes and no. Definitely high pass.
Depends. Yeah, always high pass. Depends on the part for low pass for me.
No, I mean, I always think there's too much top end in guitars. I think guitar signals tend to sort of filter off about 5K, and I think the standard trick that I would normally do is to filter off about sort of 4 or 5K just to shelve it off, and then yeah, you can boost it again. It's funny how that shelving and boosting works.
It's very bizarre. We should at this point though say,
Mr. McGuillan. The logo's back. There we go. Right, should we talk about? Have you got a plectrum handy? See, this is what happens when you give a super chat. Yes, guys, if you don't know who Dave is, Dave owns a company called the Highland Plectrum Company, based up in Scotland, and he makes these amazing plectrums out of coins from all over the world, and they are truly amazing. So
Yes.
please support the guy. He's doing an amazing job, and the plectrums are special. I've done a video on it. Really good. Chris P, not playing myself apart from acoustic around fire. Thursday. Oh, okay. Thursday, happy Monday. Happy Mondays. Friday, madness. Oh, Lewis Capaldi. Oh, nice. I like Lewis Capaldi. Saturday Blossoms, Kasabian. So Kasabian, it's just Surge now, isn't it?
Yes.
Because he got done for beating his wife, and he's done a solo album, isn't he?
Yeah.
Delamitri. Now we're talking.
And I don't think I have ever seen it. That's such a. It's probably one of my favourite songs. That's under 3 minutes long. It's amazing. It's
I like driving with the brakes or whatever it's called. That's such a tune. Muse are playing. Oh, why?
Muse are headlining, I think.
Are they?
Muse are headlining Sunday night. Awesome. The Kooks I like as well.
Yeah, Kooks. Yeah, good tunes. Yeah, Charlatans. Not a massive fan. Coral. Not a massive fan, but some good bands there, aren't there?
Madness would be great as well. Madness is such a great, entertaining show as well.
Yeah, you're right. It's probably one of those things that I'd go, I don't want to go and see Madness. You go and see it, and you'd absolutely love it.
Yeah, totally.
Would be good. Yeah, you're right. Alan Rice. It's a modern player telly HSS and a lot of fun. Nice.
Very nice.
Evans said, I tried the VU meter plugin on Luna Master Channel, and it does it beyond -18 no matter what I do with the compressor and brick wall. Could it be an incompatibility? Have you set your metering?
Yes, because there's a setting for that in the console, isn't there?
There is, yeah. You might need to set it in console as well, Evan. So you can do it in open up console and you go to settings. And actually, I can tell you exactly where it is. I've got it here. I've got it right here. I've got it up. Go to menu, view settings, and hardware, and you can change your headroom.
Yeah.
There we go.
That'll be it.
I would have thought that's it. Chris P says, Crowded House, saw them in Cardiff Monday night. Absolutely brilliant. Liam, Finn, Neil Sun was brilliant. Oh, awesome.
Yeah, he's basically the other guitar player.
It'd be so good to have, to be in.
They had a family band, didn't they? His wife played bass, other son played drums. They were amazing.
I saw their lockdown thing where the two sons were playing.
Yeah,
with the dad in the studio at home. Oh, so good, so talented. Paul, have you tried the Serotonin Dumble yet? Serotonin Dumble? No, I haven't actually. They keep coming up over here. To be honest, you can pretty much if I look on eBay, you can pretty much guarantee, because for some reason it seems to be if someone wants a Dumble type clone, the Serotonin ones are quite reasonable.
Right.
I haven't tried one. To be honest, that's probably not a good shout as an amp purchase. I'll well, have you got one, Michael? Have you tried one? Do
you mean not a bad shout?
Sorry, what did I say?
You said not a good shout as an amp purchase.
Sorry, not a bad shout as an amp purchase. Thank you for correcting
me. Cool.
Nice. Sebastian B, thank you. It's a Norton preamp overdrive pedal. Sounds pretty good. I play blues, pop, and rock music. So I mostly use a clean amp with a Klon, full drive, and a Nobles for gain. I'm getting a JVM soon. Let's have a look. So it depends how you use your Klon and your full drive, I guess. I think I'd probably stick that. If that's your...
I'd go right at the front.
I think I'd do exactly the same.
Yeah.
Yeah, nice.
Right on the front end.
Great live stream. Cheers, Sebastian.
Thank you very much.
Mendel Rocks. Thanks, Paul. Much appreciated that. I'm not too local at the moment, but might be during the summer. I'll get in touch. Yeah, please do, mate. You're more than welcome to profile it. Evans Brasino says, wonderful. I forgot to check on that. No problem. Duke Makes Metal. Hi, everyone. Hi, Duke Makes Metal. Let's have a look at. He's got a nice list, Paul. People's guitars. Nice. I've got something to say about scratch plates, but
I bet you have.
Always got an opinion. Sebastian B, thank you.
Right. So tell me about gigs. Come on. Tell me about the gig.
Classic is the Litchfield gig. If anyone doesn't know, we haven't talked about Danny Litchfield. I don't even know if you're watching, Danny. You might be watching. So it's a Litchfield gig. Turn up. Drummer. Oh, you know John Howes, don't you?
Yeah.
John Howes and drum. Great drummer. A guy called Steve on bass. Steve on bass? No. Ben's on bass. A guy called Ben's on bass. Danny and this girl singer, and then the keyboard player is a guy that no one's ever played with before. To be honest, no one's ever played with that band before. A classic Danny gig, even though these gigs are normally quite high-end gigs. They're normally like nice weddings, footballers' weddings. It's normally that sort of high-end sort of gig.
Where was it?
It was actually in near where you used to live. Something on the lake. It's like Bexley Heath. Bexley Heath.
There is Bexley Heath, yeah.
And there's a venue on the lake there. Anyway,
it's not called the hotel on the lake.
No, it wasn't.
No. Okay. All right.
Anyway, the keyboard player. I'm going to get a guitar. So the keyboard player. I hear the keyboard player sort of plug in. He plugs in, and then he starts to play "Ain't Nobody," and he's going. Like he's trying to work out, and he's sitting, he's trying to work out the riff, and I'm just going, I don't know what is going on. So I just said, look, I'll play that bit. I'll play the, that part. Yeah. I said that's fine. I'll play that bit. You play the chord, all that sort of stuff. So I'm thinking, is he joking? So
the answer to this is no, he isn't, is he?
Like, so. I said, we're going to do this song, and you could see him listening, trying to work out the chords as we're playing songs. And like for a Danny gig, it's mainly like it's a soul sort of funk sort of gig. Yeah. The keyboard is like the most important thing. Without the keyboard, it's like falls apart. And he didn't know the chords to really any of the songs. And his idea of doing the gig was to basically busk as we're going along. So all of the keyboard parts, it was an absolute shambles. So during the sound check, I said, I was looking at Danny, just giving him eyes, and I went up to him and I said, Dan, you've got to bin him out. You've got to get another keyboard player in. And he said, I can't. I've tried everyone. I've just tried everyone. So literally, we got through it, and it was all right. But it was those gigs where you turn up and you just go, I don't want to be here. I don't want to be part of this.
I definitely had those.
And then on Saturday we had another gig on Saturday. Danny bent him out and got a guy called Danny Mills. Do you know Danny Mills, keyboard player, piano player?
No.
Yeah, and he was great. Danny was great. Like, it was just such a difference. It sounded great on Saturday night. But
it's like when there's a weak link, you just want to get through the gig and go home. When you're playing really brilliantly, when the whole band is really on it, you just want to keep playing.
Yeah, it's so good. But I don't mind a weak link. We've all been weak links. I don't mind that. It's when you've done like no work, you're not prepared at all. I don't mind if someone's like not as great as another person or any of that. But learn stuff before you go to a gig.
Yeah.
Or at least have your chord sheets and stuff.
Yeah, it hurts, doesn't it?
Oh, it was embarrassing. It was just the worst. It was absolutely horrible. Anyway. He didn't know his Shaka. But then he told me that he'd done a gig with Shaka Khan.
Okay, so I'm a great believer in don't let your mouth write checks your ability can't cash.
Without doubt.
I mean, and don't get me wrong, I've been the gobby one on gigs. I know I have. And I've probably had people go, God, what a gobshite that guy is. I mean, he can play, but for God's sake, I wish he'd shut up. And I learn, it's time. There's a time to shut up and just play, and then people will talk to you because you can play, because they like you as a player, and then normally they'll like you as a person.
Yeah, it's really hard, isn't it? But it was
It's
like
really hard to get on with someone who you can't tolerate as a musician as well, isn't it? It's really hard to be friendly with them in the bar and go, yeah, it's great, when you know full well it really isn't.
Yeah, no, I can't even look him in the eye. We sat down outside, and I said to him, look, let's go outside and we'll talk. We'll go through the songs, and we'll find some songs that you know. If you don't know these songs, and literally, I was reading out the whole of the second set. There wasn't one song. I said, do you know this song? He goes, no. Do you know this song? No. Do you know this song? No. Honestly, it was the whole of the second set. I was so pissed off.
It's clearly a quiet night because there's a number of people in, and either we're really entertaining with our stories this evening.
Where's the number? Yeah, we've got some good numbers tonight. We've got some good numbers.
But no one wants to ask us anything.
Everyone's just.
I mean, I'm sweating my what's off in here at the minute.
Should we talk about? Shall I show you my new guitar, or do you want to do?
Oh yeah, new guitar.
New guitar first.
Yeah.
We'll do it slowly.
Oh, it's a Les Paul.
Oh, it's going up. It's coming up.
Oh, that's a nice top.
Nice, isn't it?
Gold top of the 90s. Nice.
Yeah, nice. So it's and this is what I want to talk about scratch plates. And every time I get a Les Paul, I take the scratch plate off because I think, what's the point of a scratch plate on a Les Paul?
Yeah.
Because the body does that. It sort of dips in, doesn't it?
Well, yeah, totally.
So I mean, unless you got I don't know, the longest plectrum in the world, you're never gonna damage the top.
All one of those bad boys.
Yeah, but I don't even think with one of those. I don't even think you can't get anywhere near it. You can't get anywhere. You're not. I don't know. Your technique would have to be pretty unusual to. That's
beautiful. I like that very much.
Yeah, pleased with that. So that was actually get it out again. Matt Wright, friend of the show. I don't know if Matt's watching. Mm-hmm. It was his. And do you remember Matt came on once? We had a look around his studio.
Yes, yeah.
And I said to him, look, if you ever want to sell that, let me know. And lo and behold.
Wow. That's immaculate.
Yeah. It's really good, Nick, which is a bit of a downer because I don't like being the first person to smack things up. But it's an R6. So which means it's a custom shop 56.
Right.
So exactly as a 56 would be.
Nice.
Very
nice.
Yeah, sounds really good actually. So there's a video coming tomorrow on that.
So the McCarthy Soapy's gone.
Yep, that was sold today.
Wow.
That is currently sitting in a in a box waiting for the courier to pick it up.
Nice.
Yeah, because I definitely can't afford both, and I need to sell something else because that wasn't cheap, that guitar.
No, I bet.
So that guitar looks so cool. Cheers, mate. Yeah, it's really nice. It's really. I mean, I like Les Pauls, but one of the reasons why I don't use Les Pauls that much is because it's twin humbucker.
Yeah. Because
it's great if you want to, if you go and do like a rock gig or something, but if you want something that's versatile, I don't think a normal Les Paul is. But something with P90s is that cross between a Strat and a Telly and a Les Paul.
Yeah.
Any more questions?
I'll put one up.
Oh, sorry. Thank God I couldn't take another Strat. Haven't you got? Hold on. Go back. I want to see David's.
That's Eric Johnson.
Oh, it is Eric Johnson, isn't it? Yeah, of course it is.
Yeah. No, but nobody with that great technique nobody else stands that badly with such great technique.
Yes, he's got such good technique, isn't he? He does stand badly. He does. Yeah, he doesn't look.
He's a fingerboard gazer.
Yeah, but I mean, he's such a good player.
But who cares when he makes a noise like that?
So good. That guitar is a cracker. I'm the same with pick guards. Yeah. What's the deal with Les Paul pick guards? I always like in like Slash. Slash never has a pick guard. I always think his Les Pauls look really, really good. Yeah.
And there is something about getting that kind of that charring from a pick, that pick charring that just helps it look more, with something that's a bit more relict, a bit more beaten up. Like let's say on the Neil Finn's gold top.
Oh, has he got gold top? Is he?
Is mashed, but in such a beautiful way.
Yeah, that's it. That's it. I mean, it's nice, isn't it? I mean, if you've got a guitar that you're going to keep, it's your guitar. It's great. Have fun with it. I always find it really sad when because I belong to a couple of forums on Facebook groups. I think they call them, don't they? And people, I think I said it before. PRS guys, when they get a little ding in their PRS, they're going crazy. And it's just like, oh, come on.
Strange.
Play the guitar.
Yeah.
John says, oh, that's a nice guitar, isn't it? I think we've seen that before. Oh, we saw that. We have seen that.
Yeah.
Hi, guys. Is there an easy way to clear, as in get rid of all effects, some of the user settings on the GX100 so I can start with the blank canvas? Yes, there is. There is. And I didn't know it. I tell you what I'll do. Let me plug it in. And maybe what we can do. This is definitely worth something towards the Lambrini fund. Me pulling stuff out. Let's have a look. If I can find a power supply down there. Here we go. I'll see what I can do. Just while we're talking, I'll have a look.
Well, Gal says you jumped my post, boys. I don't think we did. I've looked through and there weren't any extra posts. So post again, and we'll.
Oh, sorry, Gal. We would never knowingly jump a post.
I didn't see it, and I've looked back through, and it's not there. So if it's
we saw your evening, we saw your evening one.
Good evening. That's about it.
Yeah, and we said good evening back.
We should, of course.
Mr. Mox.
Man.
Thank you. I'm seeing me and James are away in a couple of weeks, and I might even treat him to a Lambrini.
Away with the fairies, that's for sure. Thoughts on Little Finger as an anchor? Tommy Emmanuel swears by classical discipline, frowns upon it. I swear I wear two hats depending on the guitar.
So I was always told, no.
Little finger as an anchor. What does that mean exactly?
Okay, so it means it's like a little comfort zone. So it's like when people put their finger on there.
Oh.
And then I can't remember who it is. There's someone that plays like that is unbelievably good. Like one of the YouTube guitar players, like Pete Thorne or
right.
Not Tim Pierce. Tim Pierce definitely.
Oh, how do you got me thinking now? How do I do anything crazy like that?
Crazy.
Do I do anything? No, I'm a pinky in the air guy.
Is that?
I'm a pinky in the air guy. I'm properly.
Yeah. Sometimes I change actually. Sometimes I'm really my hands like a fist.
No, definitely not. No. Yeah. I'm sorry, Pep. I'm agnostic on that one. Whatever works.
Yeah. I wouldn't worry about it because there's definitely someone that I've watched that is absolutely amazing, and basically they have their fingers on the guitar like that and they're playing like this, and it's amazing.
Yeah.
But I do that, and I do that. So it depends on what I'm playing. Where are we?
John Gordon says, hope you're all doing well. Speaking of P90s, any idea or recommendations for an affordable guitar with P90s?
Funny enough, you're looking for one of them, aren't you, as well, James?
I'm one of those too. Yeah.
Go on. Can you ever think, James, while I just dig out something? I'm trying to.
Do you know what I think today was? I think today was auction day.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I think it was. Yeah. There was a couple. There was a Les Paul P90s that I was quite interested in, but at the moment, say I'm sinking money into a hole in the ground faster than there is money for that hole in the ground.
Yeah, to be honest, it's those auctions now. There's no bargains to be found, is there?
Occasionally, I think
you've found a couple of things.
I think I picked up a couple of real bargains, but yeah.
I've just loaded up. So in terms of P90 guitars, it depends what you mean budget wise. but I think someone asked us this question before.
Les Paul Jr. was just one.
Well, it depends what the idea of a budget, what their idea of budget is. But I would have a look at Reverend.
Yeah.
But I mean, they're not that cheap, but they're really good quality, like really good quality.
Mm-hmm.
I'd like highly recommend one. As James said, like a Les Paul Jr. Some of the PRS-SEs.
Yeah,
it depends what you like.
That's not a bad shout. A PRS-SE they're great guitars.
A Fender do a really nice Telecaster. It might even be a Squire with P90s, and it's a friend of mine's son. He bought his son for Christmas, and that's a really good guitar. Like, I was shocked how good it was. And that was, depends what you mean by budget, but I think that was 350 quid.
That's definitely budget.
Yeah, I'd say that's budget nowadays. Unfortunately, that's budget nowadays. I'm looking at the GX100. Someone did tell me how to do it. So,
going back to John Reynolds' post.
Right, sort by name. I can't see a way of doing it. I mean, to be honest, okay, this is what I would do, and this is the way that I've done it.
Mm-hmm.
I would create a patch, or just find a patch, any patch you want, and just delete everything. Then save that patch as a blank patch, and then you can always come back to that patch. That's the way that I did it. But someone said to me, "Oh, actually, what's this? Delete this." Are you sure? No, I'm not going to delete that. Yeah, I think that's the way that's the way that I did it, and that's the way that I would do it. But someone in the comments, I tell you what, go and have a look at one of my Boss GX100 videos, and you if you go through all the comments of those videos, you'll find one. And someone said, "Oh, if you do this and you do this and you do this, you can do that."
Oh, cool. Okay, nice.
Sorry, Draw Hippie says, "I've decided that you can actually have too many guitars, scaled down to just two: a PRS Custom 22 semi-hollow, nice, and a Telly. Probably not the thing to post on Guitar Slut Show, but it works for me." No, brilliant.
That's the important line is the last bit. If it works for you.
But without a doubt, I think I've got too many guitars. I've definitely got too many guitars. Don't tell the wife. But yeah, I mean, I'm sure BB King had a load of guitars, but he only needed one guitar, didn't he?
Exactly.
And he did everything with that style of guitar. And I think for me, because I do some studio work, I like to have all different stuff. But if I turned up to a gig and someone wanted some rock stuff and I had a Telecaster with me, I'd be happy with that. And if I didn't have a humbucker guitar, I'd still be happy with that. I think sometimes we tell ourselves that we need more guitars. Or we need that because it's a different guitar, and we need that because it's a different guitar.
No, we don't. You probably need 5 guitars to be a studio guitar player. You need a Strat, Telly, a Les Paul, something hollow, and something with P90s.
Right, interesting. Yes, I mean, yeah, I guess so. But if you haven't got that.
No one's going to tell me and say, "Oh, I'm not booking him. He hasn't got those 5 guitars." Of course they're not.
Yeah. Matt, you sold me the Les Paul. Hi everyone, we'll be in and out tonight. Bedtime duties with the little fella. No problem, mate. By the way, Matt, the Les Paul video is coming out tomorrow. On the Les Paul, I rest my little finger on the scratch plate. It's an anchor. Well, there we go. So there's someone that would use the scratch plate on the Les Paul. Interesting. James been away a couple of weeks. How's the studio build?
I'll keep it quick, just to not bore Paul to tears. We're still in the ground, but the weather is being kind. The hole is now dug. It's now the irony, of course, is not lost on me that you spend thousands of pounds digging all this earth out of the ground, and then you fill that hole back up with something else.
Yeah,
can't just build on top of the earth, of course, because that just wouldn't work. So yeah, we're starting to put things back in now. Sub bass has got the Type 1's gone in today. That needs to be whacked down. blinding layer tomorrow, hopefully before the weekend. Then we'll put the damp DPC in, the damp proof course, and then next week we get the wiring in, hopefully pouring the concrete on Thursday, which would be good.
Nice. Well, there you go. And how long does it take for the concrete to set?
3 or 4 days. So after the weekend.
Nice. So I'm just planning something.
Oh God.
Okay, it's all right. No, I'm just looking for something because
that's very true, John.
What's that? Where are we?
Mark Knopfler anchors his little fingers. I think he does.
But Mark Knopfler's got a very different technique.
different technique. It's very different technique.
He just uses his fingers in a brilliant way.
Yeah.
God, what a great tone Mark Knopfler's got.
Yeah.
Do you know now Knopfler's using Kempers? Can you believe that?
Yes, I can. I
actually can't. I thought he was a right sort of traditionalist, as it were. Rafa says, I can see how having less guitars can help with option paralysis, but there are so many types of guitar, not only electric, that I feel should be a guitar library to take guitars home to decide. Yes. Oh, that'd be nice. Yeah.
That's a great idea, wouldn't it?
Like where you could just, that's a good idea for a business.
Mm.
But
your insurance would be astronomical.
Wouldn't it? Wouldn't it just be bonkers? John says, I'm getting a new guitar this week. Nice. A Kiesel S6 semi-hollow guitar. Nice. My 5th Kiesel. Any tips on what I should do to give it a good run through? I don't know. Should we have a look at the Kiesel S6 while we're here?
Yeah.
S6. I tell you what I did try the other day.
Miles per gallon.
Oh, I like that. Hold on.
Ooh. That's rare Paul would say anything like that to her.
Yeah, I'm surprised. Let me share.
I'll put you like actually, yeah, I like that. I like the reverse headstock on it as well.
So do I. That is, I'm shocked I like that, but I think there's everything right about that. The reverse headstock really works. Let me have a quick look. Let's have another butcher's at some other Images.
What colour, John?
Yeah, what colour? Oh, okay. So it's not just twin humbucker. They do like Teddy style as well.
Nice.
I really like the reverse headstock one.
Yeah, that is nice.
Yeah, nice, mate.
Semi?
Huh?
Are they all semi? Or is it just chambered?
Is it chambered? I didn't see.
Hollow, he says there's. So one's going to have an F hole on it, surely.
Let's have a look. Let's go. Kiesel S6. Let's call it a semi. Semi, yeah. Semi.
Oh, no, maybe no F hole. Oh, there is one there. Look.
Where? When we're looking? There?
Yeah.
No, that's not a... I mean, it does look like... It looks like a carving, even though Kiesel used to be carving. Oh, it is Kiesel. Yeah, so Kiesel used to be carving. I think carving was the dad, and I think Kiesel is the son.
Oh, right, okay.
I think.
Carving as in the amplifiers?
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
Right.
Exactamundly. Right, I'm back.
Yeah. Interesting. So that looks like a fun guitar.
Yeah, what should you do to give it a good run through? Just play it.
Play it lots.
Play it lots and lots and lots. Lefties who play righty always have particular pick holding styles.
Yes, I guess so, because of
You're a lefty who plays right, don't you?
Yeah, but I'm a lefty who plays right, but I'm not. Yeah. Well, I don't know. I think I'm more right-handed than I am left-handed sometimes.
Peter Lambert, hi guys. Ever been to Gearfest this year on 2/7?
Sadly, we're away. We're working in Bournemouth.
I'd really like to go to Gearfest one year.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's
this is the British Gearfest, not the one at Sweetwater.
Oh,
the one at Tileyard.
Oh, is it the one at Tileyard? No, not going to that. No.
Tileyard is an odd place for a Gearfest, I think.
I don't get it. I don't get Tileyard as a venue for this.
An entity.
That's not going to work. There's too many little rooms. I don't get it. Anyway, well, we'll see how it goes.
Yes. At this point.
Cheers, John. Thank you for the P90 suggestion. You guys are the best. Thanks.
Very welcome.
Cheers, mate.
Where were we? We were about here. Go.
John Ope says, "Yo from Poland. Question to Paul. Quick tip: how do you get that in face but pleasing, surrounded with some reverb sound of recorded guitar, like in yours vids?" Right. So doesn't matter what type, doesn't matter what brand of plug-in reverb you use or what reverb you use. So I tend to use a plate setting. No, that's a lie. There, I've messed it up already, haven't I? Okay, depends on what I'm using, but it's either a plate or a hall with a little bit of modulation on it. If it's the hall, a little bit of modulation, and the delay. But what happens with the delay? You put the delay goes into the reverb. So you have two separate sends.
Mm-hmm.
The guitar is being sent to the reverb, and the guitar is also as a separate send going to the delay. The delay then has a send that goes to the reverb. So what that does is the delay feels part of the reverb, which means that you barely hear the delay. The delay goes into the reverb and just makes it bloom stereo. Make sure the delay is a stereo delay that sort of spreads out.
Nice.
There's a local luthier from Ebbvale. 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 Is that how it's spelled?
Yeah.
Bloody Welsh. I don't know what's going on with you lot. Where I live, called Mike Tarr. Have a butcher's when you've got a chance. Funny enough, I saw this and I pulled up what I think is his website, but I could be wrong. No, hold on. Just give me 2 seconds. That's not his website.
I'm going to keep going because I can.
Yeah. So he hasn't got a website by the looks of things.
Right.
He's only got a YouTube channel.
That's
but yeah,
right.
It looks interesting. Yeah, I'll definitely have a look at that. This old fella who's yeah, nice. I'll definitely have a butcher at that. Any man that's gonna have a go on a guitar and fix it, that's definitely my bag for watching.
Cool.
David Brose, PRS SEs with P90s for the win. Price and qualitar.
Yes, indeed.
Zipeps, hello SR people, hello Zipeps. Anyone had a guitar kit? Thoughts, James? Ever had a guitar kit? Like a
guitar kit is
like a Warmouth body and neck, and you put it together and.
Oh no, never done that. No.
No, I tend to stick away from that sort of stuff.
I wouldn't mind doing it. I just never got around to it.
You should do that. That'd be something that you'd be into. That'd definitely be your sort of thing.
Let me worry about building a studio first.
Yeah, yeah. I know I should do it at some point. I should do it. Rafa says, "Guess I'm missing the P90s. And what about Jazzmaster sort of guitar or tremolo?" Yeah. What's your what have you got? Is yours a Jazzmaster or a Jag? It's got the same sort of tremolo sort of system.
Yes, I love that guitar.
That tremolo's great on that.
Yeah.
Really, it's got that it's got that Bigsby sort of sound, that
really light feel to it, but big movement.
Yeah, Blue Hotel, not Blue Hotel. What's the Chris Isaac song?
Wicked Game.
That's the one. That sort of sound about it. I really like them. Hey, nice one. Pet says I picked up those DT770s, 80 ohms. Cheers, lads. Made a hell of a difference. Wicked. It's nice to know that some advice isn't. Yeah. Lazar's in the house. All right, team. Been parenting and other rubbish excuses. Anyway, hope everyone's having as good week as James's haircut. Oh, I didn't notice that. The missus has been on the old barnet, is she? Very nice.
Yes.
Very nice, yeah. 8 guitars. PS, 8 guitars, acoustic, 12-string, and a resonator. Nice. Do you know what? Yeah, I haven't got a resonator.
I've been looking for a resonator for a while, but the one I'd like is a Nashville, but they're lots of money. A National, but they're lots of money.
See, that's the only one that I think I would buy because I'd want the proper one that would, because I'd buy it so little that I'd want it to appreciate over time.
All you'd want to do is sit there and go bing, gung, ding, ding, gung, ding, ding, ding.
Oh, he's such a great player, isn't he?
Yeah.
So good. Panos Limpas, hello from Greece. Hi, Panos. Hope you're doing well. Oh, I've got some. Did I tell you I've got some new pedals coming from Jam talking about Greece?
You didn't, but that sounds good too.
Yeah, okay. Well, when they arrive, we'll talk about them. David Bro says, I bought a boogie body and a Schecter neck in the 80s. That's as far as I got. Oh, no.
Yeah, we've all had those sort of issues.
Should do it at some point. I've done it before. I've had a couple of guitars built by luthiers, and I've never been happy with them. I've never ever been happy. So I think if they can't do a good job, what job can I do?
I had. Do you know the Scottish luthier Jimmy Moon? Moon guitars. Did a lot of stuff for wet, and I had one of his tellies for a while, and it was fab. But I remember paying quite a lot for it and having to sell it and not getting what I wanted for it, and being quite upset and thinking, I bet if I bought a normal Strat or a normal telly, I'd have got what I paid for it.
Exactly, that's the thing, isn't it? It's you buy. I mean, there's big boutique companies like, amplifiers. Let's talk about amplifiers. Matchless.
Yeah.
Amps like that. They're big sort of boutique respected companies. I'm trying to think of big sort of boutique guitar companies. PRS used to be a big boutique guitar company. It's not anymore.
Now it's a big guitar company.
Yeah, that's exactly. I can't think of any sort of.
Who's that? You know when we were Guitar, there was that the other Les Paul type thing you tried that was beautiful.
Oh, exactly. Yeah. The Orca.
Yeah, that was amazing.
Who makes the Orca?
I don't know.
Yes. Anyway, yeah. Companies like that. Sir used to be like that little boutique company that, you're never going to lose money on a Sir. That sort of stuff. I can't think what makes the Orca. Such a good guitar that was. Oh God, I still have dreams. But it was like $7,500.
Yes. Yeah.
It's a lot of money. Gal7615. James, have you remembered to order relict concrete for tone purposes?
To be honest, most concrete is actually recycled.
Is it? Oh, so it is relic then.
Yeah, all the stones and stuff inside it, all the aggregate is all recycled.
Oh, nice. Well, there you go.
Most.
Kiesel SH6. Okay, give me 2 seconds. KEI Kiesel SH6 was it?
Yep.
Which oh, okay. So it was that one, James. So hold on. Can you go on there?
Yeah, I like that. I like that a lot.
Very PRS-y.
Yeah. Still like it. That's lovely.
Yeah. It's got nice. I like the matte, the non-gloss finish on that. It looks nice. Yeah. It looks like the old carving design.
Yeah, I'd play that.
Yeah, nice.
Very tasty.
Oh, I like that one. Look at that one. It's pretty, isn't it?
Ooh.
Not a lot. I mean, don't get me wrong. It's a lot of money, but it's for a hand-built guitar. That's not too bad, is it?
Not at all.
Nice.
Cool.
Okay, I'm out.
Yeah.
Cheers. Nice guitar, John. Panos Limpas, thoughts on Schecter Super Shredder Exotic? We've got to have a look, haven't we?
Yeah.
Schecter, I can't. So that's not how you spell Schecter, is it?
SCH. Oh no, it's not.
Okay, I'm gonna guess it. Schecter. What's the model number?
Super Shredder Exotic.
It doesn't sound like my sort of guitar, I've got to be honest, but Super Shredder, yeah?
Yeah. And then Ziricote. ZIRICOTE. ZIRI.
Sorry,
Cote.
Z. Do again.
ZIRI.
Yeah.
COTE.
Okay. So Ziricote is obviously the wood.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you want to?
Yep.
Do you know what?
It's not. It's not offensive.
It's definitely not offensive, is it? Let's have a look. Peach. Let's have a look at the peach one. Oh, bloody peach! I don't know why they do this. As if they think that their like photos are going to be nicked or something.
Yeah.
They plaster their shit all over it. No, it really winds me up. Hold on.
You'd never have guessed.
I like that.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't like floating tremolos, but that looks really good. Looks really nice, actually, doesn't it?
Further back to the front.
Yeah,
is nice. That wrong?
No, mate. Whatever you're into, if you know what I'm
saying. Filth. Very nice.
Yeah, nice one, Panos. We like that a lot.
Okay, here we go.
John Waller says it will have a Koa top and a mahogany body, royal ebony fretboard. Nice.
Very nice.
Oh, it's one of those PJD guitars then. I like that. It's nice, that, isn't it? JV Blues guitar. Interesting interview with Chris Barris on Guitarist channel. He modelled his favourite Cornford amp and takes the Kemper model on tour. A near identical sound and far more reliable than a valve amp. Yeah, I think that's the thing. I mean, so Friday night, when I did the gig on Friday night, I had an amp with me, and granted, it was a bad gig. So it was never going to be. I was never going to go. Oh, I'm really enjoying this. I'm really enjoying the sound. And it was a silent stage. I mean, it was in-ear monitors, I should say. And on Saturday, the Kemper arrived, and I took the Kemper, and I just used that because I thought, what's the point? I'm using in-ears, so there's no point having an amp player with me.
Real kit or fake kit?
Sorry?
If it's a silent stage, real kit or electric kit?
Well, that's why I questioned myself when I said silent stage. It was real kit, but it was in-ears.
Right.
Yes. Yeah, great.
Because I won't do a silent stage gig on drums because I hate electrics. I really do.
See, but that's the same as the Kemper, though.
No, as in I hate electric drums.
Yeah, I know, but that's the same as just taking a Kemper out.
No, it's not.
Why not? We've had this argument before, and I can't remember what
you're playing the same instrument. You're still playing the same guitar. You're not changing the strings for rubber.
Right. Okay.
Playing an electric kit is nothing like playing a real drum kit.
Well, it's the same. Playing a modeler is nothing like playing an amplifier.
No, but at least you're actually physically holding the same instrument. Okay, I can say I'm holding the same sticks, but you're not actually hitting the same thing. Mesh heads are amazing and all that sort of stuff, but they don't respond in the same way as a real drum. They just don't.
I think you need to get with it, Grandad.
I've tried it. I've tried gigging with electric kits, and I absolutely hated it.
Right. Yeah. I mean, I guess some. I mean, like some people hate playing without an amplifier.
Yeah.
But yeah, no. I understand. David Bro says you reminded me that I tried the Mason from I tried Mason from Vertex running distortion before overdrive and reverb into delay. I tried it, not for me. Have you tried it? No. I definitely wouldn't try reverb into delay. I don't see the point in doing that. I have done for mixing stuff occasionally, but no, to me, delay goes into reverb.
Yeah, I would say the same.
But Mason knows what he's talking about, without a doubt. So definitely worth trying. Gal7615, check out Yamaha Pacifica with P90s. Yeah, that's a good shout.
Yeah,
really good quality for the money. They are definitely good quality. Give you that. Dave McGuinness says, got a guitar kit a few years ago, kept the body and neck and replaced everything else. Ended up costing me far more than a decent branded make. That's what happens.
That's the problem, isn't it?
It's great. I always take like guitar, people that do that are the same people that would get a Ford Escort and put a big exhaust on it and swap everything else out. It's just like Daniel Early says 6 guitars, acoustic and electric, 6 and 12 strings, a bass, and the Reverend Gristle Master. There you go. There you go.
Oh, excuse me.
Peter Collins says, have you tried any Reverend guitars? Yes, I've got a Reverend Gristle Master, funny enough. Really good. It's really great quality instruments. David Bro says, did he just say that digital drums are as good as real drums?
No, he did not.
No, I didn't. I definitely didn't say that. I definitely didn't say that digital drums are as good as real drums. I'm saying that sometimes that when you do a gig, if it's a silent stage, I think you've, and it's annoying because we shouldn't have to do silent stages.
No.
But I understand why there are silent stages, and
I get it. I don't want to do it.
Yeah,
I'm not interested.
Yeah. No, yeah, fine, and that's fine. Mike Barnes does, you know, he will take out a V drum kit if it's a silent stage, and it sounds good. It doesn't sound the same, it doesn't feel the same, but it sounds good.
Hated
it. Steve Bull hasn't got a comment. He's just a blank comment. Steve. Okay. Pet says that mature luthier would run rings around you both. Don't insult us, Welsh. We'll mess you up. It's true. You definitely would.
Maybe he wouldn't run rings around us. Might walk around us.
Yeah, I'm a runner, so yeah, you might be able to beat me to a pulp. No, he didn't. Will Bryant says we get some new peeps tonight.
It's great. It's good.
Yeah.
Good.
So I like Will's picture. I'm guessing that's a PRS.
Yeah, look, with that cutaway. Yeah.
Yeah, guessing. Maybe not. Anyway, he says, "Hi rats. Kind of an open-ended question. I have found that when I am at gig volumes as opposed to bedroom volumes, I would totally change the pedal settings. Do you have any rules for this?" I completely agree.
Yeah, there's no way around it. And he also goes on to say,
my drive pedals specifically, but also delays. Yeah, it's weird. Drive pedals. I mean, it's basically. I mean, one of the factors is as you turn up. If you're using a valve amp, did you say anything about a valve amp? No. If you're using a valve amp, you turn up the master volume. If you've got a master volume, or you turn up the volume, the power amp tubes start to cook. You're distorting the amp. You then have to bring back your drive pedal settings and all that sort of stuff. It's amazing, like how you think you're getting set up in your bedroom or in your studio for a gig, and then you get to the gig and it's just like it's way too much drive and way too much of that. But I also find that with delays, it's the opposite. I always find that I would always go harder, like more effects.
The other thing you'll find as well is that your boost levels will be different. The level that you thought you needed to cut above the band for a solo is normally way more than you actually think you do.
Well, yeah, again, I reckon that's because of like power amp, because the harder you're driving those valves in the power amp, the more when you stick a boost in front of it, the more it's just going to compress as opposed to open up.
Yeah. Totally.
That's why people have 100-watt amps. That's why 2-Rock is so good, because you can do that sort of stuff.
New gear?
Yeah, should do it.
Let's do it.
All right, should start here. There's quite a lot of things to talk about, but so Anna Sounds Full Story is a modular fuzz pedal with swappable tone cards. So they're not the first company to do this. So basically what it is, it's a fuzz pedal,
right?
And then you swap out these cards. So basically you can change it from a silicon diode sort of circuit to a germanium, blah blah blah, all that sort of stuff. Loads of people have done this and they never tend to stick, to be honest.
Because if you want a particular fuzz tone,
yeah,
go for that pedal.
I think. Do you know what? I think you're right. I think the reason is because people like pedals, and people don't want to have one fuzz pedal. They want to have a variety of fuzz pedals, or they want to, if they've got one distortion pedal, they want to go, well, yeah, but I want more distortion pedals, so I'm gonna, and also it's €399.
Not cheap then.
It ain't cheap. It ain't cheap. So there's that.
Good though.
Sorry.
Looks good though.
Yeah. I want to save. Oh no, I'll do this one next, because I thought this looks great.
What's that?
This is the future of guitar cabs. The ultra slim flat panel Model 20. How great is that?
Very interesting.
Yeah, isn't it different? So it's a slim speaker cabinet that saves on weight and space while offering an expanded frequency range. I don't know what that's going about. It's an 8-ohm. I think it looks great. I'd like to try it.
Looks thin.
Yes, it's really thin. I don't know. I don't know how they're doing it. Oh my god!
How do you put your ankle on top?
Yeah, that's a good point. That is a really good point, actually. Okay, and I've just seen the reason why this is going to fall flat on its ass.
Did that say $2,600?
Yeah, $2,600 per cabinet.
Wow.
I don't think that
anything's going to about 3.
That's never going to work. That is just never ever going to sell. Oh man. Gibson, there's a new Gibson Everly Brothers. So they've worked with the Everly Brothers family, estate, whatever, to do this. Again, people are constantly moaning about Gibson not expanding their reach for young talent, and just sort of, and again, Gibson do it, don't they?
By teaming up with the Everly Brothers.
Yeah. Are they both dead now, Everly Brothers?
I believe so.
I believe so as well, although I could be wrong. So they look cool. I've always liked the design of the Everly Brothers guitar, although it does look like a bit like a hairdo, doesn't it? It looks like
a hairdo and a moustache.
It does. Oh, it does look like a hairdo and I've never seen. Yeah, never noticed that. But have a guess how much?
If Robin Gibb was on a guitar.
I think Robin Gibb does actually play one. Isn't that funny? I'm sure I've seen him play an Everly Brothers Gibson. How much?
$3,000.
It is $7,999 per squillion. It's a lot of dollars.
Knock that one off my Christmas list then.
But this is what Gibson are doing. They're tending to, or it seems like their business model is trying to sort of capture the
collector's market,
the dentist, or the dentist. It's a horrible word, but term. Sorry, but the people that don't play but just want something that looks nice.
That's horrific. If that's what they're doing, then their business model is flawed.
Well, it seems that that's the way it's going. It seems
for a company that was started by musicians for musicians, that's just so messed up.
And I don't know if that's the case. That's just the way it seems. But I thought this was cool. So Jim Root has got a new.
That's nice.
So the Jim Root is this. So he's moved over to Charvel. Charvel's obviously a Fender company. Jim Root had he's had a Jazzmaster, a Strat, and a Tele, I think.
Yeah.
So now he's moved over to this. It looks very much like
it's a San Dimas.
The San Dimas. Yeah, it looks really cool. Quite like that. And that one there, which what does that look like, James? Don't look at the headstock.
Well, it looks like a Strat, doesn't it? It looks like a.
No, it looks like Valley Arts. It looks like the old Steve Lukather.
Yeah, you're right. It does, doesn't it?
EMGs, Floyd Rose.
Beautiful flame maple top.
Yeah, it's very 80s, isn't it? It's very 90s, 80s, 90s. With EMGs.
Yeah.
Quite like that. I don't like Floyd Roses, but looks good. And there's a bass.
And there's a bass.
Yeah, and then there's a bass. Anthrax, Frank Bello, bass player.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm agree.
Yeah. Now, okay, so Charvel unveils striking new finishes for 4 Pro Mod Star 1 guitars. Now, I really like that. Looks like the Guthrie.
Yeah. Or a Nuno.
Yes, I guess it does. Yes, it does look like that, doesn't it? I don't like the gold hardware.
No, it's wrong.
That to me that's a no-no. I don't know what's going on with that. Definite no-no. But I like that.
Even with the yellow and the red.
Yeah. Again, I'm not, and I wouldn't buy it, but I think it really works. I really like the red pickup, the red body, and then the yellow pickup with the yellow top.
I'm not sure on that. If
really?
they put the same finish on the headstock, I might have been more convinced. But just having a blonde maple headstock just looks a bit weird.
It does. Yes, it does. It is a bit stark, isn't it? Maybe it should be a black headstock. Yeah. Okay.
The same finish as the body. That looked amazing.
Yeah, it would, wouldn't it? Nice. Excuse me. Now, one for you.
No, not bothered.
Looks a bit Gary Glitter, doesn't it? Anyway, enough on that. This is, I don't know if this is a trend that's happening, but it tends to be a lot of sort of figured tops coming out.
Yeah, those are pretty.
Yeah, I mean, again, I wouldn't buy them.
I don't think you and I can afford to buy them.
No, I don't think they're. I don't think they're custom shops. I think they're. Okay, so the price isn't out yet.
Yeah, that means they're going to be expensive.
No, I'm not sure. It adds, so the quilted maple top adds £500.
They're going to be expensive.
I don't know. It's mod. Oh no, it's Fender Mod Shop. Yeah, I'm not sure. I actually, I've seen the telly headstock and I don't like that. It's got a 7-inch strap. It's got a 7-inch strap on it.
Bizarre.
No, that's weird. No, I don't like that. James, can you give us your jingle?
It's time for a Harley Benton moment of the week.
Here we go. Harley Benton.
I like that.
Yeah, I thought you would. Again, it's great, isn't it? I think you know they're really sort of pulling it out the bag for sort of budget. Look at that! It's a roasted flamed maple neck. How bonkers is that?
With a beautiful figured top.
I mean, that looks expensive, doesn't it?
It does, yeah. What are they, 3,500?
Look at that! Look at them! Look at the stripes on that. 399. That
I was pretty close then.
Going on. How can they afford to do that? I mean, the word sweatshop is.
Well, see, I don't want to. I was talking to my wife about this the other day. How can they possibly make kids' clothes for £1.20 a t-shirt?
Wow. But they do look good. They
say they're ethically sourced and all that sort of stuff.
Wow.
I'd love to know the Harley Benton ethics and all. I mean, it's Toman, so it's going to be solid.
It's got to be solid, isn't it? Toman wouldn't do anything dodgy, would they?
Yeah. Hope not.
So this is. Do you remember we talked about the Moore?
Yes, effects pedal.
Yeah, but the guitar. So it's basically a guitar with amp and effects built in. We talked about it a few months ago.
It's going to be horrible.
No, well, yeah, possibly. Yes, possibly, but they look great.
Looks like a Strat.
Yeah,
it looks like a late '70s Strat,
early '80s Strat. But yeah, I agree. Yeah, or mid '80s Strat. So they've got to be made in the Court factory because it looks like a
headstock.
Yeah. But I like it. I think that's nice. That Fiesta red. It's a nice color.
If it was,
go on.
Say if the daft thing is, if that was the guitar that you had as a kid, you'd be over the moon.
Oh my god, yeah. Wouldn't you just?
For 500 notes.
549 euros. That is bonkers.
And there's a pink one there for you.
Oh, they've got a gold top one. Look at that. That looks cool. Looks nice. I mean, yeah. We'll have to see if they're any good, but I think that's probably worth the purchase. One of them.
Yeah.
For some content. What's next? Oh yeah, some blokes made a guitar out of McDonald's chips.
And it wasn't cheap as chips.
Yeah, cheap chips. The only thing is, I don't know if it's. I mean, I haven't looked at the whole sort of story about this. But I think it's a Russian Yeah, he's a luthier based in Moscow. And I don't know if it's like a bit of a fingers up, sort of finger up at because McDonald's pulled out of Russia. Russia. I don't know, or if it's a silent,
But the problem with all these guitars, these, there was the ramen noodle guitar, and then there's the pencil guitar, and they're not made of that material. They're made of epoxy resin.
Heavy.
Well, just it's an epoxy guitar. It just happens to have some chips in it. And when I say chips, I don't mean the sort of Paul Drew dings on guitars. I do mean the French fry ones.
Yeah.
Epoxy guitar. Bored.
Yeah. I know, but it's good YouTube content, isn't it? That's the reason why people do this. The ramen noodle guitar and all that sort of stuff. No, they're talking about that. Oh, so the other thing was, have you heard about Dirty Burst?
Yes.
So Joe Bonamassa's bought it.
Right.
And I mean, that is, if you look at that is, you can see why they call it Dirty Burst. That is in a mess, isn't it? Look at the state of that.
What year is it though? It's a 50.
It's a 58. Or is that 59? I can't remember. But anyway, yeah. So it was found in someone's dad's attic or something, or cupboard or something, in the UK, which is really unusual. But it's not. I mean, the amount of guitars that Joe Bonamassa's got, and he's got some 58s and 59s, and
multiples of.
What's that?
Multiples of.
Yeah, multiples of. I mean, I saw the video on it where he's, like literally they haven't changed the strings yet. When since they got it, because they didn't want to basically take anything off, and if anything comes off and the whole thing starts to fall apart, I guess that's the problem. Well, Joe Bonamassa's got it, and now he's going to send it off to his guy, and it's an interesting story anyway.
Yes.
Can I have another jingle?
It's time for another Harley Benson moment of the week.
There you go. I thought they looked quite cool.
They look cool. I like that.
Didn't they? Not a massive bass fan, but I think they look really good.
Do you know what? A guy I used to play with had a it was a jazz bass setup on a P bass.
Yeah.
So you had jazz. It had the extra jazz pickup in the bridge.
Yeah.
But it didn't have the sloping rear like a jazz has. Really nice guitar to play.
Yeah. But do you know how much this is? Have a guess. Go on.
250 quid.
130. Well, 129 euros.
God. By all rights, that should be unplayable.
Sorry?
By all that is good and holy, that should be unplayable.
Shouldn't it just? Yeah, that's but they're coming out with prices that we didn't even see.
You can't buy the parts for that.
No.
For 109 euros.
It's bonkers. That doesn't make sense. Anyway, I'm done.
Wow. Amazing.
Where are we?
I think we are.
Oh, by the way, I'm going to Belgium next week.
Oh, nice.
So I'm going to be Wednesday night. I'll have to see if Gregoire wants to join in, and I'll just come in, and I'll just come in for as much as I can.
On your phone?
No. We're in studios and stuff, so it's fine.
Are you working?
Yeah. So I'll I'll be able to sort of come in and out, I think, if that's all right. And we'll see if Gregoire can do us the honour.
Cool. I think we got to there.
Johnny Chimpo 577 says, another new name. I've got a used Strat with lace pickups. Sounds really great in his honest opinion, but no one seems to play lace anymore. Thought on lace pickups. Go on, James.
Excuse me. I do. I know someone who plays low sensors.
There you go.
Me. Love
There
them.
you go. There you go.
This was, I've told this story before, this was one of those guitars that I found and fell in love with and wasn't letting it go. That's an Ace guitar. So,
I think is the reason why people don't tend to like lace sensors or these sort of silent pickups are that they tend to lose a bit of clarity.
You lose a bit of top end, but just dial it back on your amp.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, and maybe that's it. Maybe when you plug in like a Strat and then you pick up something with lace sensors and you plug it in, you go, well, that's darker, as opposed to just picking it up and plugging it in and then dialing the amp in and going, oh, it sounds great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love it. I love that guitar. I've always loved that guitar.
I need a small cab.
Not for $3,500, you don't.
Yeah, funny enough, I've got a Blue Guitar make a really, it's called a nano cab. It's tiny and it's really lightweight. If you want a small cab,
get one of those bareface audio 10s.
I think John's over in the States though.
They will still ship.
Were they? Okay.
Yeah, they're amazing. A bit more money, but they're amazing.
Quite a bit more money. Larry North says, "Tea time. Have a good evening, all." And you, Greg. David Bro says the Holly Benton flat panel speaker will be out by August. It's true.
Probably true.
Mendel Rocks. Is it like Gibson started the wave of crazy inflation that's just washing over us? That's true.
So it's actually all Gibson's fault with their Play Authentic. The current economic downturn in the world is thanks to Gibson.
Yeah. I don't know, because PRSs are expensive and Fender custom shops are expensive, and I think labour is expensive in the US, isn't it? Especially skilled labour.
Yeah. Good anything's expensive though.
It's true. That Gibson acoustic reminds me of Yosemite Sam.
You're right.
Huge win. That's really good. I like that. Dudes, have any of you bought or sold on Facebook recently? It's a tough market and the prices are steeper than they used to be. Yes, I've sold loads of things on Facebook. I've just sold my PRS McCarty to a lovely guy called Mark. I like Facebook because you're not paying eBay's horrendous commission.
Is Mark the guy who's bought your guitar? Is his surname Artie?
Mark Artie. Very good. Very good. That was quite good, actually.
Yeah, I thought you'd like that. That would have been funny if his name is actually Mark Artie. That'd be hilarious.
That would have been very good, yeah. Hugh J. Willie. Gal7615, the yellow and red pickup guitar is pig ugly. Sorry. No, that's all right. It's all good. I bet that McDonald's guitar smells like crap. Yeah, it's probably gonna honk. What happens when you put something in resin, James? Is it?
It's like it hermestatically seals it.
Oh, does it?
I think, yeah, because you're blocking off, because the resin is so dense, it blocks off any
oxygen
getting to the. I mean, I still think that's going to degrade over time. The reason like pencils work and the Ramen guitar worked is because they're all
dry.
They're dry, aren't they? Whereas chips are.
Yeah, it's not going to work, is it? That's gonna crap out at some point.
It's going to fall to bits from the inside out.
Yeah. Huge Willie says, have either of you heard an American trying to pronounce Glasgow or it's Glasgow,
Moscow,
and Moscow?
Yes.
It's loads of things you Americans don't pronounce properly, and it's the same for us British with like aluminium.
Water.
Yeah. Let's not get into that. Moscow, isn't that right? No, it's Moscow. Yeah, it's Moscow.
Yeah.
Moscow. Yeah. Would you get the McDonald's guitar at the overdrive through? Very good.
Oh, very good.
Joe Marshall, Hugh, can you pronounce Hugh? Who's Hugh? Oh, Hugh Willie. Can you pronounce Moscow for us, please? Moscow.
Well, looks like we're in for an early night, mate, which is quite good because the way we're both yawning like troopers. We're there. We've gone through the masses. It's been a pleasure as always.
Oh yes.
I like our Wednesday night gatherings, gatherings of mind and genius. We'll be back next week. We'll work out what we're going to do, but we'll be back. Yes, it was Kenny Ball. Well done. As in midnight in Moscow. It wasn't midnight in Moscow, was it?
Oh, I thought Pet just sent a message saying nice dogging.
I have to admit, I thought that's what it said as well.
He's off. Pet's off.
So we will see you next week at some point. We don't know how it's going to work out. It will just work out. These things do. But until next week, my name's James Ivy.
Paul Drew.
And we will see you very soon. Have a great week. Take care, everyone, and stay safe. Bye-bye.
Cheers, guys. Bye-bye.